You've been working day and night to get your business off the ground, or you've put in more overtime hours than you can count at work. You should strike gold at some point, right? So in this video, I'll share with you 5 signals that you're destined to be wealthy, with the final sign being one that all billionaires share. Sign number 1, you're upset because you're broke. Individuals who wish to earn more or advance in life must be willing to move outside of their comfort zone. Successful people all over the world realize early on that becoming a millionaire is never easy. Additionally, the need for comfort can be a detriment to any chance of striking it rich. Those who attain great financial success learn to work in an environment of perpetual unpredictability. So, what exactly does it mean to venture outside of your comfort zone? Getting out of your comfort zone may entail taking a job that is above your credentials, acquiring a new skill, or meeting new people whose advice you could use. As Drake says, we started from the bottom and now we're here, and in many cases, you'll have to work your way up from financial obscurity and through the ranks to achieve where you want to go. In fact, starting at the bottom usually entails enduring and persevering through difficult times and several discomforts. The soon-to-be successful people take solace in the fact that the easy route quickly becomes difficult, while the difficult road gradually becomes easy. Essentially, you must despise your existing living situation. It is widely assumed that a successful individual must have a burning desire for the wealth that ultimately consumes him. This fire keeps you awake at night, making you hungry for huge accomplishment as you grow. Only those who are not content with their financial situation take steps to improve their situation. So in this video, I want to extend my congratulations in advance. If you're fortunate enough to have this ambition and know how to keep it alive, your success is unavoidable. And if you think you'll be wealthy one day like this video, if you don't, dislike it. Sign number 2. You have divided your time and money. We were all duped. We were taught as children that the typical job route of a 50-hour work week was the only way to earn a solid paycheck. In summary, your life should consist of getting to work early, working 8 or more hours a day, staying up late to deal with all of your other duties, and hoping for a few hours to yourself on the weekend to unwind. If everything went as planned, you'd have enough money to live a moderate retirement lifestyle by the age of 65. So who is the person that came up with this nonsense? How did man come up with the rule that we must exchange our time for money? In fact, this is likely one of society's biggest con jobs. Time is our most valuable commodity, and no amount of money can compensate for it. If you now earn a living by exchanging your time, you understand how restrictive this is to your overall earning potential. In fact, I would go so far as to suggest that trading time for money is nearly impossible to achieve success. When you swap money, your earnings are always limited. The first reason is because there are only 24 hours in a day, and most of us require 8 hours of sleep, 2 hours of commuting, cooking, eating, bathing, and spending time with friends and family. When all of these activities are taken into consideration, you have 10 to 12 hours to trade for money. That's all. However, no matter how much time you spend working for an organization, whether it pays $20, $30, or $50 per hour, you are always restricted in time. Furthermore, you must wait years before receiving the much desired and prayed for promotion. And there's a high chance you won't get that promotion at all. To top it all off, the highest tax income is employment tax, and the more income we earn, the more taxes we face. This means that if someone's salary increases from $60,000 to $100,000, they don't truly make $40,000 more. The after-tax rise is much smaller. Not to add that when we are continuously exchanging our time for money, we have little time for our passions. Things like a favorite activity, giving back to the community, or creating something that has a concrete impact on the world are put on the back burner while we strive to keep financially afloat. But since you're viewing this video, you're already aware of the time for money trap, so congratulate yourself by clicking the like button below, because once you dump this inefficient money-making technique, you'll be one step closer to becoming the wealthy individual you always desired to be. When we let go of the belief that we must exchange our time for money in order to make money, our brains become more receptive to chances. There is no rule stating that we must work X hours in order to earn X dollars. When you're among those who recognize that time cannot be swapped for money, you're thinking about trading value for money rather than time. Such a person considers what value he may add to the lives of others and how he can do so. What valuable resources, skills, information, connections, or ideas do you have? Determine your strengths and abilities before going all in. Sign number 3. You see the distinction between saving and investing for wealth building. Like many other things in our educational system, most people confuse saving and investing. They believe they are the same thing. Although the terms are frequently used interchangeably, they are as dissimilar as chalk and cheese. Having this knowledge indicates that you are about to get wealthy. You may wonder why that knowledge is so important. Stay tuned, I'll explain in a moment. Your savings are the difference between your monthly spending and your monthly income. When it comes to wealth building, this is the starting point, not the finish line. You develop wealth when you take a portion of your savings and invest it in various asset types, such as stocks, bonds, real estate, or gold. Certain financial experts just advise you to save money on a regular basis. Spend less than you earn and save the difference. This is a good thing. However, once you understand that saving alone will not make you wealthy, and that it is not the same as investing, you can go to the next phase. Assume you set aside a set amount each month for mutual funds. This is now investing. The problem is that some people are already aware that investing money can result in profits that raise your net worth and help you develop wealth over time. However, they believe that storing cash in a bank is the tried and tested method. Once you grasp the difference between saving and investing, you will realize that money kept in a checking account does not provide enough returns to outperform inflation. Instead, while more risky, investments in assets such as equities, mutual funds, and real estate are your greatest shot for achieving the kind of wealth accumulation you desire. The goal of all investments is to outperform inflation, since inflation reduces the purchasing power of money over time. If the present cost of bread is $3, the identical loaf will most likely cost $6 after 10 years. As a result, when investing, your goal should be to achieve a return greater than inflation. Assume you deposit your money in a bank account that offers 7% interest, which you will almost certainly never see. You have 7% more money a year later. Though inflation exceeds 7%, your money will purchase less than when you started, even if you have more money in your pocket. This is why understanding the distinction between saving and investing is unquestionably a positive sign for riches. If you want to double your savings, you must invest it so that the interest rate or profit you earn exceeds inflation. All you have to do to acquire money is invest to beat inflation, and do it on a regular basis over time in accordance with financial plans. Side number 4, you have financial mentors. If you already have a financial mentor, believe me when I say you're on the right track. This is something that many extremely successful people have in common. They had a guide. A mentor is someone who is on the same path as you but is further along. They can supply you with the information and direction you require for your chosen career path based on their experience. Mentors, in my opinion, are critical to your success because they will advise you, among other things, on how to avoid potential pitfalls and how to approach the next steps in your career. A mentor can often help you network with others, which can help you advance in your career. Having a mentor can help you in a variety of ways and will undoubtedly help you achieve success faster than if you did not have advice. In fact, you should be thankful that you recognize the need for a mentor and were able to find one. Why? Let me explain this to you right now. Starting, running, and expanding a business may be an isolating and tough undertaking. Who did you seek advice from? Who can you bounce ideas off of? And who can help you if you're feeling down, confused, or just need a pick-me-up? The solution is straightforward: you hire a mentor. There are many people who have developed a business, and even more who are eager to share their knowledge of what works and what doesn't. According to a Zen proverb, a wise man learns from his mistakes, but an even wiser man learns from the mistakes of others. When it comes to creating something new, you have two choices: put in years of hard work, learn by trial and error, and reinvent the wheel. The second step is to learn from those who have already walked that journey. Mentors who have been there, done that. Observing and emulating successful people's habits, processes, and attitudes proved to be a reliable way for me to track my own success early in my career. Looking back, this was one of the most essential life lessons I ever learned, and it has stayed with me ever since. This simple concept is easily transferable to your environment, and if you want to accelerate your success, personally, professionally, and professionally, this is it: success modeling. Keep in mind that just because you have a mentor to guide you doesn't mean you won't have any trial and error experiences. After all, we know that a child learns to walk by imitating the people around him, but he still falls occasionally. Why is it that the second sibling typically develops faster than the first? They model success from an early age because they have a role model to emulate and copy. It's a simple concept: you become the person you spend the most time with. If you want to fly with eagles, don't hang out with turkeys. As the saying goes, assume you want to be a high achiever and have surrounded yourself with people who share your values and will stretch and challenge you to grow. Your chances of success have grown while your chances of failure have decreased. The mind never returns to its native dimension once it has been stretched. Side number 5, you have multiple sources of income. The last sign of persons destined for tremendous fortune is that they have established many streams of income for themselves. Not only that, but they can successfully retain and increase these income streams. Active work is one way people create new income streams. Most people who become wealthy begin by exchanging time for money at a job or in their business. Then they gradually accumulate the assets necessary to rewind their time while still producing money and seeing their bank balances grow. However, aside from active income, earning money while sleeping is another key to financial success. Let's pretend you're a writer. Writing a book or starting a blog with advertising revenue and affiliate and product sales are two examples of passive income sources. At the end of the day, making more money in different ways is a sure sign you're about to become wealthy. And if you're ready to take your wealth to the next level, click on the video below and let's get started. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one.